All right, what's up, folks? Who's ready for a chill stream? All right, so Ultimate Guards, obviously my new sponsor. They send me a bunch of really awesome stuff. Seriously, like I got my new flipping trays. Freaking love this Ultimate Guard Sidewinder with the colors, the Rangers colors, the Palette Over colors. And then most importantly, I also got my new Z folios. Not Z folios, new folios, binders, whatever, these things. So I gotta move my collection over. And then I also need to update my standard binder. So I'm flying to the World Championships and Saturday, I leave. So I gotta update my binder. So we're gonna do a chill, relaxing hangout, look at my cards, and just go through. We gotta pull everything out. We gotta pull out all the cards that aren't legal in standard anymore, because I have not touched this binder since standard rotation. I don't think. Yeah, so Sundown Pass and Friends are still in here. So we're gonna pull it out and separate the cards that are legal in different formats. And we got 3 binders to go through. My collection is sorted into 3 binders. I have 1 binder of standard, where it's just the entire standard format in 1 binder. Then I have a binder of all my modern, Pioneer, etc. rares. And then I have a binder of all my Pioneer, modern, etc. uncommon. So 3 total binders. So for Worlds, I'm bringing just standard binder. For the last Pro Tour, which is Modern Horizons, I had to bring all 3 binders or whatever, which is the thing. So we're just gonna jump in and hang out, and you can see all the cool arts that I use and all my choices, my aesthetic choices for stuff. And we can just talk and hang out and stuff. Puka says I use a 3-ring binder with removable pages and Avadubis. Well, you still gotta pull the cards out, right? I think it's also 3-ring binders. These things travel so well. These zipper binders, like they're so nice. Like this thing has been. This is my old binder. I'm cycling it out, but this thing has been across the country 30 times already. You know, like since the old SG Tour days. So a little sad to retire it, actually. Obviously, I love my new Ultimate Guard stuff, but like this guy's seen some shit. All right, like this guy's been through so many airport securities and everything else. But let's start pulling it up. Zipper 3 rings. Yeah, but there's something that like 3 rings just kind of fall apart and like just a mess. So a lot of my cards are in these piles here. I just took apart my 3 decks that I had built. 4 decks, 3 decks. I had my in Pioneer, I had Phoenix and Vampires built, unfortunately. Of course, Nicole played the Vampires deck and won an RCQ with it before they banned it. And I played Phoenix in the same RCQ. And then I have my Pro Tour deck still built from Pro Tour Modern Horizons, which was the Eldrazi deck. And then I had, was that it? Wasn't there a 4th deck? Maybe not. Vampires, Phoenix, Eldrazi. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But so those cards gotta go back into. So just pulling it all out. Let's go. Here are all the creature lands. I have a lot of these, but I tend to own most of standard. When I was playing in my SG Tour days, I just owned all of standard at all times. Because me, you know, Dan and Andrew and Pete and Kevin or whatever were going to every standard event. So I just owned the whole standard. We would all share cards and stuff too. But then I did new hard cards for a bit. And now that I'm playing on the PT again, I'm back to owning most of the format. Honestly, a lot of his cards I already own anyway. Because like I've had these, you know, these fast lands for however long they've been legal and everything. So always a carry-on? Almost always, yes. I've had probably, I would wager at least a dozen TSA agents who have flipped through this binder before. So all the fast lands. I think organizing your binders art for sure. So here's your fast lands. Might go Synth Gardens. Is that a playable card in standard? Probably not, right? Your Mistress Foundries, Cavern of Souls. Then we got, these are going out, obviously. These are these slow lands. These are legal in Pioneer, though, right? So good in Pioneer. Got the new Verge lands, too, actually. So these all come out, and they're going in the separate section. And then I don't actually have that many of the Surveil lands, because I haven't played many events they were legal in, right? Like, at Pro Tour Murders of Karlov Manor, I played Esper, which did not play any of these. Got this 1 copy of the Seed Core, very important. Now we're on to our gold cards. So let's see. Siphon Insight, no longer legal. Gab is his favorite card. We always had a point in testing for whatever event we were playing in where Gab would be like, maybe we should add Siphon Insight to our deck. That was like happened literally every Pro Tour, whether we're playing Standard, Pioneer, Modern, whatever it was. So that card's no longer legal, unfortunately. So that one's gone. Doppelgang, still legal. Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard. I guess still legal. I mean, not playable, but Urtai, Galvanic Iteration, not legal anymore. I got the full playset of Invasion of Alaras for that weird Cascade deck. That is legal technically. Traxa, still legal. We got 4 of those. Bangers. Rafine, no longer legal, right?
Get off my
Get out of
plane.
here. Rafine. Ludovic, not legal. Denick, not legal. Warwick's Call is legal. That one's fine. Pest Control. Bought these at Pro Tour Outlaws. Didn't play. I did play them in sideboard. I don't think I boarded them in though. Malcolm the Eyes. This card's probably just like not good enough for the binder, but whatever. Old Bonnie P is legal. Obscure Interceptor not. Poor Obnixilis, right? That's a good card. Just play other formats. Kid Rog Ravenous Ride. It is in the binder. Probably not useful. Lazav. Kaido not legal. Tyvar is legal. Not my tots. It's Bonnie Paul. Yeah, World Souls Rage is still legal, but lost a lot of his friends. So, Ill-Timed Explosion, great. Kaya, Intangible Slayer, seeing some play in Standard. Sahili Filigree Master is legal technically. How do I sort multi-card on my binder? I don't. I just have the multi-card cards all together. So, I have so many hearses, because they're just kind of card that, like, you know, me and Nicole both are playing. I got 3 here, and I have more in the piles too. Hearse is no longer legal. Filigree Silix is legal. I don't know if I need 4 of that card, but I actually like this card a lot. Kellen Daring Traveler. That is a legal card. I'm a fan. Let's finish the artifacts first though. Razor Lash Transmigron. This card actually saw play too. Roaming Throne, that is legal. Torpor Orb, oddly enough, is legal in Standard. It's my old copies of Torpor Orb. Lost Vegeta, the Iron Crag. Pithing Needle. Someone check, is Needle currently legal in Standard? Yes or no? I forget. Got my Saviors of Kamigawa copies from 10,000 years ago. That Celia is cool. Is it legal in Standard? I don't actually know. I don't remember. Doorkeeper Thrall is. Elish Norn is. Someone check for me. It is not. What's up, Emma? It is not legal. All right, not in Standard. All right, sorry. Sorry, Needle. All right, so we got Elish Norn, Doorkeeper Kellen. Thalia's still legal. What's up, Midnight Hunt? Adeline. Farewell's no longer legal. Adeline's no longer legal. Got some big ones leaving here. Hour of the Dawn. It's weird because, like, I played Hour of the Dawn Sky. I played a lot of these Esper cards. 5 to populate. What am I doing here? In Worlds 2 years ago. But that was on Arena. So, like, I don't know if I've ever cast this card before. Like the paper version. I'm not sure why I have it, but. So, Depopulate, no longer legal. Dawn Sky, no longer legal. Sunfall, unfortunately, is still legal. So, we got those Sunfalls here. Skrelv, Angel of Wrath, still legal. I got a PT stamped Skrelv here, right? Oh, no, it's in my cube, I think. Oh, no, there it is. Pro Tour stamped Skrelv from Pro Tour Albi 1. Angel of Wrath. Wandering, Eternal Wanderer, and Sarah Paragon, all legal. Richard of Aganjo, not legal anymore. That's a fun card, then. Thalia rotated out. No, it didn't. Did it? Thalia didn't rotate. Did Thalia rotate? It did? Wow. It was an Innistrad. That makes sense, I guess. Like, it's obviously an Innistrad card. Yeah, okay, sure. My bad. Thalia no longer in Standard. My bad. Final Showdown. I'm not sure how this card's in here, honestly. It's like not a very good card, but sure, I guess. Whatever. It's legal, so. Binding still legal. Rest in Peace still legal. Hallowed Haunting no longer legal. Really fun card, though. March also no longer legal. That's gonna go in the end. Now I gotta go through and like pull out the actual Pioneer playable cards too. Wandering Emperor, gone. Virtue of Loyalty Skrelv's Hive, legal. Loran, legal. Got Lockdown. Spellbook Vendor, I played these at Worlds last year. 4 copies of this card at Worlds last year. I think I went 6 and 2 in Constructed, and then unfortunately 1 and 5 in Drafts. Not so good. White Sun's Twilight, awesome card. Man, this card's cool. Dusk Legion Duelist. That is a legal card in Standard. Wedding Announcement, no longer legal. Hopeful Initiative, no longer legal. Get these ugly flankers from, I think I played these in the regional championship. Whenever you see an ugly card in my binder, like a full art or God forbid a foil, it's always a card I just bought like at some event. So I just needed it or whatever. So it's in there, whatever. We got the Gab to see Frey. What's up, Gab? I was just making fun of you, Gab. I was pulling my, where are they? My copies of Siphon Insight out of my binder and discussing how at some point in Pro Tour testing, if this card was legal, Gab would always be like, I think it's time to play Siphon Insight. I think we should add some Siphon Insights to this deck. Pioneer, Standard, Modern, doesn't matter. Siphon Insight, though, is unfortunately no longer legal. So, Fateful Absence, also no longer legal. So, if you're sitting in, folks, my name is Jim. I'm getting ready for Worlds coming up, and I haven't been sorting my collection at all since like the last Pro Tour. So I've been just gonna go through. I got my new Ultimate Guard binders. I'm super excited about. We're on the Ultimate Guard channel here, obviously, and I'm just sorting the binder and hanging out. Got some music on. Just a chill, relaxing card sorting stream. Just gonna talk some shop and hang out. And my favorite card in Standard, obviously, Get Lost.
Still a piece of garbage.
And now we're on the blue cards. Memory Deluge. F's in chat. Memory Deluge. Oh. You know, Gab said about that one. 3 steps is great. Hallbear car is gone. Cryptic Coat is still in. Duelist of the Mind hasn't done much. And Jace do I own? 3 Jace. Tide Binders. And Malcolm in the middle. Siphon Insight good in Doomsday? That would be cool, actually, yeah. You like Doomsday and then steal their cards or whatever, but Sharks, Ronas, Masterminds, all legal. This is fun too, where it's like, kind of like the cut, you know, with the football team or whatever, where they're like, Hermits aren't legal. Stoic Sphinx, how did you get in here? You know, what are you doing here? This card playable? I don't know. It'll stay for now. I'm sure there'll be room for it, but... Alright, so now we go to the black. We got Gix's Commands, Cruelties of Gix's, all legal. Archfiends and Broncos. And Liliana's and Sheoldred's. Those are legal, obviously. Preacher. Underdog. Fun standard card. No longer legal, unfortunately. What's up, Van? So this is my standard binder. I'm obviously rotating it into my new binders, but I also have to rotate out the cards that rotated out of standard, which I've not got a chance to do yet. It's been a while, I know, obviously, but Breach, Virtuous, I haven't played Paper Standard. I haven't played Paper Magic, really. I only really play Paper at the Pro Tours at this point, you know, like, I don't really play locally because I do Magic all day, every day for my job, so if it's time to relax, usually do something else. But, Pylon, Cover Up. The old Tiny Bones, huh? But, so I haven't really played much Paper Standard, or Paper in general, since the last Pro Tour, so go through. This card's kind of cool. The Performer. You go whoop, and you go whoop. Take some damage, right? Card's cool. Carney, the old Carnosaur. Got 4 of those in here. Yes, we do. I like that card. Inti, also a cool card. Inti, Scoundrel, Brotherhood's End. What about old Godric? Remember when Godric was printed and everyone was like, this card's insane? It was not actually that insane. Still in the binder, but you got Chandra Hope's Beacon. That's a fun card. Chandra Hope's Beacon. Bloodthirsty Adversary, no longer legal. Unfortunately, some of these cards are going to the Shadow Realm, never to return. Bloodthirsty Adversary, probably one of those cards. And put those here. Moving on to green. Small Guard Surprise. That's a card I've tried to make work of standard a lot. Never succeeded. Ozolith, Herd Migration. Ren and Realm Breaker. Oh man, Shigeki. I love Shigeki. Big pet card of mine. No longer legal, unfortunately. Nissa, same thing. I just had to buy these. It's funny, I actually bought these for an event. So when the Teamer Analyst deck first came out, there was like a local 1K. And I was like, so usually when I'm playing Paper Magic, it's with Nicole. Because Nicole doesn't get to play very often. So usually I'm like, oh, Nicole, let's go to this thing. Or, you know, it'd be fun. And Nicole was playing like Domain or whatever. And I built the Analyst deck. So I went on, I bought like $100 of cards, $100 of cards, Cool Stuff Inc. or whatever. They only had the full art Nissas. And I'm like, all right, whatever, fine. Build the Analyst deck. Drive out to the store for the 1K. we're like running a little bit late, and I call up and I'm like, hey, we're running like 5 minutes late. You still sign us up? And they're like, yeah, no one's here. You probably shouldn't even come. I'm like, oh, cool. We got a babysitter, planned our whole weekend around this, bought cards to play this tournament at your store, and you can't even run the tournament. That's fantastic. So, yeah. So, Umwald Oddity, Pioneer All-Star, Fight Rigging. Bummer. Yeah, Shiaki was an animalist too. Love it. Alright, so we got Invasions, Thrun. And these are cards that I forgot were even legal. Beastcaller, Thrun. These Cornucopias. I'm a big Cornucopia fan. T-Rex, Pelucranos. Even though some of these cards are more like Pioneer cards, they still go to standard binders, so. Alright, what's next? So now we're on to the uncommons. So this binder is entirety of standard, commons and uncommons. And well, these cards gotta go, right? So Rootless Lawbringer is here. I mean, I guess the card's playable. Halo Forger, I guess the card's playable. Invasion at Amonkhet. Naturalist is gone. Indulgence and Larcenist, gone. Corpse Appraiser, oh man, Corpse Appraiser. I don't know if I've ever cast that card in paper, but it got my only Pro Tour top 8 in online, so big fan of that card. It's gone, unfortunately, but it's the Neon Dynasty Pro Tour. Make your own luck. Botanical. I play these cards on Arena so much, but Old Honest Rusty is still legal. Breakout still legal. Probably actually works in paper too, right? The card's broken on Arena, like. And then Insidious Roots, that card's still legal. Evangel, Elias Ilkor, and No More Lies. It's a mix of cards. It's a mix of cards for sure. Alright. Moving on to white. Reinforcements. I only have 1 reinforcements. Man, I need reinforcements here. 1 Clay-Fired Bricks. Revelry is no longer legal. Reliquary is legal. I have 1 of those. I got 4 Inspectors. I imagine they're PT stamped too, right? I have no stamped Inspectors? I got like 3 of us carded that Pro Tour. Where are my stamps Inspectors? That makes me sad. Alright. Saw Blades. Rafine's Informant, gone. Recruitment Officer, still good. Destroy Evil, still good. These Bond Wardens, you might ask yourself, Jim, why the hell is Enduring Bond Warden in your standard binder? Sam Party for the Last Worlds tried really, really hard to make like Agatha Soul Cauldron, like fling stuff work. And he had like a Naya deck that looked kind of cool, so I bought them before Worlds in the way, and we obviously didn't end up playing it. So I guess we'll leave that one in the binder just for posterity, but Getaway Glamour, Coppercoat Vanguard, Case of the Gateway Express, cool. Smith is no longer legal. Wasn't this card like rotated out like 2 cycles ago? Why is this card still in here? What are you doing in there, friend, huh? Crawling Chorus, Annex Century, and not on my watch. And Pixie. Those are all standard legal cards. Surge Salvation, not nearly as good without Invoke Despair in the format, but whatever. Recommission and Lay Down Arms, playable. Ossification, great. Knockout Blow, sorely missed in standard, honestly. Cathar Commando. Smite's a good standard card. The card's gone up in value quite a bit. If I can get out of the binder. Also, Seal from Existence. I'm not sure why this isn't here, but I guess, sure. Virtuoso goes to the Pioneer binder. Farmhand and Spirited Companion go probably into the Aether. Favorite all-time standard banger that was never constructed playable after it rotated? Valor Stance is still in standard, right? I think. Favorite standard banger never constructed playable again. Well, it's a good time to rip the binder because I am obviously replacing it, so. Siren's good. Essence Scatter's not legal, right? Dragon Lord Ojutai is a good answer. Is Essence Scatter legal in standard? Price check. Shore Up is legal in standard. Fading Hope is not. That's a tough question, honestly. Geistlight Scare is no longer legal. Thirst for Discovery no longer legal. So about the back no longer legal. Quick Study is legal. I do love this card, but Scatter is legal. Thank you. Experimental Augury. I borrowed these 2 Dissipates from Zach Allen at the regional championship in San Diego. I was playing I played like Domain something-ish in the main event, didn't make day 2, and played Jeskai Control on Sunday. And who else would have these but Zach, and then I forgot to give them back to him. So I messaged him, he's like, yeah, whatever. So Drake's gone, Protection's gone. Dissipate is still legal. That's not. This was in one of the Innistrad sets, right? Make the Spear, no. Spell Pierce, sadly, no. I do love Spell Pierce, but I might just leave it in the binder. There's negates. This are good. Strokes are good. Founding the Third Path. Innistrad, yeah. All right. Sorry, Zach. Disruption Protocol. Nope. Protect. Why do I like one of all these cards? That's weird. All right. Deduce. Moonsnare's gone. Syncopate's gone. Tolarian Terra's still here. Tolarian Terra with the beans, you know. Otherworldly Gaze is gone. Moving on to Chart of Course. I don't know why I only have one of these, but Archaeologist, legal. Duress. These are my extra Duresses. I actually have my Saga ones, but occasionally if I build a Nicole deck also, we won't need Duress. I have extras. One Long Goodbye. One Snarling Gorehound. Everyone's favorite Deep Cavern bats are here, right? Everyone loves Deep Cavern bat, right? Like those? Have those are legal. Goodbye Whack. Goodbye Extract the Truth. Let's do it here. Already passed the blue cards. Case of the Fitch Falcon. Filch, whatever. Tolarian Terra Ray Popper card. Yeah, it's a good card in general, honestly. Forsaken Miner legal. Scorn Blade Berserker, also part of that possible Soul Cauldron package. Right. We'll keep those in there, I guess. But Shoot the Sheriff. Leave space to build new sets. Yes. This is obviously the biggest standard's ever been, but before rotation happened, so we were pretty full at that point. But Long Goodbye, Cut Down. Did I not put in Long Goodbye? I'm sure I saw it. There it is. Long Goodbye. Long Goodbye. Cut Down. Nightclubber, gone. Glistening Deluge, still legal. I like Drowned Echo a lot. Proliferate's a really powerful mechanic. Sucks the card isn't good enough, but Edict's big. Go for the Throat's big. Annoyance actually big. I remember these Annoyance. How did I get these? I just had them. I remember, I think Reed and Gab played these at Worlds. They both played Domain, so it's Seth, and they played like one or two of his cards on the board, and like nobody had them anywhere, but I had four in my mind for some reason. So these were played between Gab, Seth, and Reed at Worlds last year. Yep. More Wax, I guess. Sure. Parasitic Grasp. This card's used to still play Pioneer, right? My Q for Worlds coming for fun? Yeah, I'm Q for Worlds. Jake is not Q, but oh, sweet. I don't know you're Jake's dad. Sweet. Yeah, I'm Q for Worlds somehow. They just keep letting me play this thing for some reason. So on to Red, a Braid, Phoenix Chick. It's my third Worlds in a row. Appraiser. I like Appraiser a lot. These are the ugly Stoke the Flames, but whatever. Annoyed is really good right now. Yeah, I agree. Lightning Strike. Kamado faces Kakazan. Great card. Not legal. Swiftspear, always legal. Would they put a card like Swiftspear on Foundations? I feel like they wouldn't, you know? Ancestral Anger and the Festivities. We Barragein? Green Flame Blast Bolton. Isn't it Torch Tower just strictly better than this card? This card goes in the garbage, right? Volcanic Spite. Banger. Bloody Betrayal. Synthesizer and Electrostatic. This card like seems so good. Just like permanent prowess and trample. And it's a wizard. Not even close to good enough. I like that card. But like, it's supposed to be our card they'd want to have legal for 5 years, you know? Pulse size. There it is, Torch Tower. Only one Torch Tower, huh? That's probably not right. Kami's Flare. Volt Charge. Volt Charge sucks. Why is it even? I don't know why it's even in here. Furnace Rains. I mean, some of these cards just suck. Like, it shouldn't be in here. Salvos. Okay, I guess. But Lana Rolls is a big one. Yeah, it's definitely a big one. Here's a Fuseling, Scampin', Punishin', Demolition, still legal. And Epicure and Big Score. Those are some big cards, you know. And Windfall. If green gets Lana Rolls, black gets Thoughtseize. I don't think it works like that, but Battlecry, Goblin, Vampire's Vengeance, Unlucky Witness. Immodane's Recruiters. One of these from Worlds last year. Where's my Stamped Recruiter? It's probably in my... I actually have been saving my draft decks from my Pro Tours recently. And I have built like a draft deck battle box. Which is pretty fun. Honestly, it's cool. I like this card. I'm a sucker for these like, you know, evolving one kind of cards. They're never really that good, but... Scrap Gorger, Tail Swipe, Terra Sunder's a big one. Pick your poison. The Beans! It's so funny as I've played some of these cards so much on Arena and like never actually played the paper cards before. Yeah, Terra Sunder's really good. The Zeus of Journey's gone, Liberator gone, Turn the Earth gone. I feel like Seeds of Hope just should be gone on principle because that card's so bad. Return to Nature. Is this card legal? Yeah, Bailout is legal. Seeds is legal. The only downside to doing like the Pro Tour draft deck battle box thing is I can't put the stamped cards in my collection. I like love stamped cards, but Jewel Thief gone. Audacity, Analyst. I played Contagic Vorak at that RC in my like Domain deck. Tyvar Stand. Invasion of Zendikar. Return to Nature, check. Probably not relevant anyway, but Pick Your Poison is just like 10,000 times better, right? Crap pile. Haywire Might's great. That's a big one. Lantern of the Lost, not so great. Gingerbread. I don't only have one of these, but Relic, one of these. Yeah, it's kind of a weird mishmash of cards. Combat Courier got in here somehow. I'm not sure how they got in the binder, but New Capenna lands, all gone. Sorry, New Capenna lands. Do you see any play in Pioneer? They do, right? Wasn't there that Pioneer like landfall deck that was playing some of these? Courtyard is not legal in Standard, right? What set is this? Some weird commander set? Why did I buy these? I don't know. Roadside Reliquary. Gone. Demolition Field. Field of Ruin is out of Standard, right? It's only Demolition Field now, I'm pretty sure. Evolving Wilds is in Standard, pretty sure. As is Expanse. And now I get to the most beautiful part of my collection. My awesome old lands. This is where it's at, folks, all right? I got nice lands. I always play nice lands. And I have like my bulky ones where I have like, you know, 12 to 15 copies of like my Urza Saga planes. And then I have like a few nice ones. So I'm only playing 1 or 2 basics. I play like the Ruinous Portal ones, so I like a lot. So these are nice. These are a important part of my collection. I played these. So I usually use Mirage basics, so I'm using more than a few planes. But I didn't have enough last year for Worlds. So I played Mono White. Usually I have these right here. So I bought these for the Worlds deck. Or actually, I might have brought them actually, but yeah, I brought them. Never mind. Because I was playing, we played Mono White at Worlds last year. And I got these planes. Love this island, personal favorite. I've played these islands a lot. Portal Islands for when I'm playing. A few extras. I got one sneaky planes in here. What are you doing in here? Portal Islands are really nice. They have the old bordered aesthetic, but there's something about them because like they just don't look familiar because like they're portals. They're a little more exotic, which is nice, but they're not like expensive. So, what did I start playing in? 7th edition. So I do like Invasion Lands. That's about when I started playing. And the Invasion Lands. So I was an original Magic Online player, and on Magic Online, the first set was Invasion and 7th edition. So on Magic Online, your Invasion basics and your 7th edition version of cards were like the beta for like a long time. So like you actually wanted to play 7th edition Counterspell or 7th edition like Volcanic Hammers, even though they were white bordered, because that was like what felt the oldest and coolest. So like I do have a certain affinity. I do have I got white bordered sleight of hands in here. My sleight of hand place is white bordered. Where there it is, yeah. So like these look cool to me because I played, that was my first set, you know? Even though like the art in 7th edition is pretty damn bad, honestly, but I like these mountains too. These are nice mountains. I bought these nice mountains at the Players Championship for my red-green deck, Mountains and Forests. Yeah, this is a cool mountain too. I like that one. And then we got my awesome, my favorite forest is the Ice Age purple sky forest. Love those. We got these and these. And then I got my tokens. I'm big on using the right tokens. I'm not one of those, you know, have a tokens kind of persons. So we got mites, we got samurais, just aren't relevant anymore. We got this. Are zombie tokens relevant in standard? Knight ally, probably not relevant. Spirit tokens, probably not relevant anymore. Maps are relevant. We have my my Fable tokens. Oops. It's my 1/1 token with a little bit of editing on it. Don't need those for standard. Treasures are good for standard. The blood tokens are not. White bordered hymns. Yeah, those beatdown cards are jarring. They are very jarring to look at. Food. Day, night, and pilots. I'm not going to need those in standard. More food. Any beast tokens in standard? I don't think so. We got the Andy J Monarch token. That's like, you know, S tier token from back in the day on the SG Tour. Oh, that's a good one. Human soldiers. Monks are illegal. That is legal. Goblin token, yes. I would say germ tokens for the modern binder. Clue tokens. Clues in standard, right? Treasure again. Here are my sorcerer roll tokens from. It's funny. So these are from Worlds last year when I played the white 2-drop that makes these. But now I can flip them over for this year for monster rolls. So that's cool. Copy token. I found these in a box at some event for like $0.25 each. These are worth a lot more than that, right? These are cool. More food tokens? What do you need? And then I got all my tokens. So we got the Cassian map tokens, the Burnsy clue tokens, Burnsy clues, Zibby foods are all my pets. These are my memorials to my pets. A lot of them are on-stream pets. Zibby, and then Giroux. Have that one, and then Igor's treasure, and then me, I guess. That's gonna stay in. And one last page, and we're done. A tree folk, those are gone. More goblin tokens. Any rat tokens in standard? Yes, there is. There's that Lord Skitter card. Phyrexian Horror, still legal in standard. Royal Roll in standard. Wicked Roll in standard. Beasts are in standard too. This tree folk is not. It's a little warm in here. Rebel tokens are still legal. Wolf tokens and Troll Warriors. Troll Warriors are not. They're wolf tokens in standard? I feel like no, maybe, probably not. All right, so that is the entire binder. So now it is time to take this thing and go like that with it and check out my new Ultimate Guard folio. Boom, there it is. Check it out. All right, bam. And now it's time to pack this bad boy up. So, let's do it. These tokens are, and these are also the good tokens too, right? Yeah, these are the good tokens. Sort of, hold on. These are my old cool goblin tokens. Treasure, Eldrazi spawns, treasures, Karnstructs, the nice clues, zombies, fable tokens, bloods, my vampire tokens. I use these at Pro Tour Murders vampire deck. We have a weird treasure token, a snake token. So they'll go in the modern binder. What's that? Oh, it's like a little hard to the neck, like looking down like this. All right, so let's start loading up. We got fast lands, and then we get surveil lands, creature lands. I'd say pain lands and fast lands are the first 2 pages probably. I feel hungry. Courtyards. Spiring Vantage. Dark Slick Shores. I think fast lands are like one of my favorite land cycles, if not my favorite. All right, we want this to be cohesive, right? I'm just a little deranged in that regard. Look at this. Look at this. The aesthetics, folks. The aesthetics of going right through. Black Latos goes here. We'll go with this. And this. And then the spiral finales go here. Those are in here. I'm gonna put that all the way at once. And then we'll put like Cavern Souls and my Mishra's Foundries here. With 12 pockets, you do the play set of the full 10 set and then 2 extras. This one will be Sunken Citadels and Mirrors. And the Pain Lands. Alright, the Caves of Koilos. Land of War Wastes. Yeah, but now we're not doing the aesthetic thing. Hold on. I'm ruining the aesthetics here. Start with Underground Sea. Then do Sulphur Springs. Then do Carpulsion Forest. Then do Brushlands. Kind of a variety pack on my Pain Lands. I have a lot of cool old Ice Age ones. For me, these Attikar Wastes, I've had these for so long. One of the first like standard decks that I built had these in it. It was like a blue-white, like white weenie deck with Ninja of Deep Hours and Mana Leak in like some old standard format. And it was like one of the first decks that I really built and did well with at FNM. And a buddy of mine who was like on the PT at the time writing articles, like wrote an article about it. And I was like, that felt so cool. So those Attikar Wastes me and Elows are cool ones. You got the Reefs. All my enemy ones. If I was like rich, I would get Apocalypse ones, but like, whatever. They are much nicer, and I'm a big fan of those, but whatever. As long as they look nice, I'm not a big thing, so. Ninja Deep Hours is gas. That was on TCG Player, actually, Emma. Brian Stroh wrote that article probably 20 years ago, maybe longer. All right, so Restless Vents. Restless Ridgeline. Restless Prairie, a little less exciting. Restless Anchorage. And Restless Reef. What's the best one? It's still Cottage, right? Reef's pretty good. And then I don't own some of these. So green, blue, I don't own. Green, blue, and then blue, red, I don't own. Sure, which is fine, I guess. Blue, red. This one will be Seed Core and Echoing Deeps. A little thinner on those. And then we will go. Next page will be the Surveil lands. I don't actually have many of these. Do you own 4 archives? Archive, sewers, black, red. Don't have any of those. I have 2 red-green ones. Both PT stamped from Pro Tour Murders. That's pretty fun. Love my PT stamp cards. It's always tough for me when it's like, you know, pick 11 of a draft at a Pro Tour, and it was like super marginal sideboard card that might increase my win percent by like 0.01%, or a sweet, like, you know, dual land that's like for my collection, you know, is with a stamp on it. But districts, and then green, white, so white, black. Sure, so we don't have all those for sure. The gardens can go here. And I want to leave room for expansion, obviously. Wait, this is backwards. Right, hold on. Alright, so lands, artifacts, green cards, red cards, black. A lot of blue cards coming over. Thin ass favorite format at the moment to play, Standard. I think Standard is the best format in Magic and has been for like probably the last year, honestly. Historic has been my favorite format before, but since the introduction of the Modern Horizon sets, I am less about it. I like Pioneer, not a big Modern fan anymore. Love drafting. Should have made a stamp. Oh, you mean the actual like stamp on the card? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have my little telephones and like, you know, it's a telephone or a little smiley face or whatever it is, like, you know, like little hearts, you know, like whatever. That's how it's been forever. So there are a lot of white cards. White has a lot of good cards. It's white, colorless, and then the gold cards. Legacy or Vintage, no interest. Used to love Legacy back in the day, but just kind of wasn't really, you know, it's a hard format to play, obviously. And then like since the introduction of all the Commander cards to the format, I just like completely turned off like the idea of like playing Comet and like, you know, the stickers are gone now, but like it's just, I don't know. Like it's also why I'm not a big fan of Vintage Cube anymore. I just don't particularly like those cards very much, and it just feels like Legacy is like, and Cube to an extent, is just power crept stupid Commander cards and Force of Will, Brainstorm, Wasteland, you know, which is like, whatever, I don't know. It's fine, it's not my thing. You missed Legacy Cube? Yeah, I mean, I just updated my cube to be for the longest time it's been a Legacy Plus cube, where it's like basically a Vintage cube without power and without the really dumb cards. No Soul Ring, no Channel, no Mana Crypt, you know, but there's like Twister and like, you know, Tinker's still in there. We're still powerful cards. And then recently I updated it to be a no supplemental product cube. So it's only cards that are legal in Standard or Modern. Which I had a few heartbreakers. I hated cutting Duretti, Mystic Confluence. But now there's no pressure to put in like Palace Jailer for the Monarch and, you know, these stupid initiative cards and yada 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 and stuff. So alright, so we'll leave room for like 2 extra land cycles, I guess, and then we'll start the artifacts. Where are the artifacts? Artifacts. Good old Lost Jite. That's a big one. Leaving room for expansion, important part of building your binder. Razor Lash. One Roaming Throne. And then I've got these Soulless Jailers here. Also my PT stamp. Little pencil. Jailers, Stone Brains. There's just some more lands to put away. This is, so I took apart the decks that I had built. I had Is It Phoenix built. I played that in the Pioneer RCQ I played with Nicole recently. I had the Vampire deck built, which is also from that RCQ. And then I have my Pro Tour deck built, my Eldrazi deck. So those are all over here to go through as well. This Cavern of Souls is chewed. This thing's cast a lot of goblins, folks. All right? This Cavern of Souls casting a lot of goblins. A couple humans in Eldrazi also, but I just love a good beat-up Magic card, you know? I like cards that are well-loved. I buy a lot of my cards in the heavily played binders or whatever. Just, I like cards that have seen some love, seen some life. Cards are for playing with. That's why I like expensive cards. You're meant to play with your cards, not look at them. What's going on here? What did I do? Alright, so that's this. So more for lands, artifacts. We'll star multicolor here. So, first multicolor card is Saheeli. It's not a very exciting one, but I don't particularly sort the multicard section by anything relevant. Really, kind of just like let it ride. It's hard to like do it by color pairs. It's only 2 pages anyway, or page, so put the planeswalkers together, I guess. There's some pretty fringe cards in here. Like probably don't need to get Rog. Malcolm the Eye is also pretty whatever. Put that in like the whatever pile, I think. I think this op's fine. I like this card. Old Bonnie P. Pest Control. War Leader's Call. I like putting War Leader's Call and Pest Control together is kind of humorous. Traxa. Oh, there actually are many cards. This is like the whole thing. Urtai. And then it's actually it. Doppelgang and Hajar are our last 2 gold cards. So now the question is, do I want to leave more room? What meta do I expect at Worlds? I mean, I'm not exactly sure. Domain, Prowess, you know, Dimir, a lot of stuff. Leaving room for growth. Gold, gold. We'll start white here, I think. With my favorite card, Get Lost. These are more like fringy cards. Knight Errant. Big fan. Again, we played 4 of these at Worlds last year. I played Mono White Aggro at Worlds last year. Probably not playing it again this year, but a little temporary lockdown's a big one. A couple Lorans. Virtue of Loyalty. Falls in here. I think Sunfall's a page 1 card, right? Bold prediction, I play Get Lost at Worlds. I mean, just because I don't like a card doesn't mean I'm not gonna like not play it. You know, if I feel like it's a card to play, I'll play it, but not a fan of Get Lost. Testing team is it's me and CFB Ultimate Guardian friends. We have 10 players qualified. Off the top of my head, unfortunately, Luis is not coming. LSV's expecting 2 twins, which is obviously very exciting. I think he's not going to come. I believe off the top of my head, it's me, Reed, Seth, Arne, Theo, Matt Sperling, Kai, Brent, Sam Party. I think me is 10. I think that's the team. So. I leave on Saturday. We'll be there for a week testing. I'm not sure if Luis is even playing, honestly. I don't know exactly. I don't recall. I'm not going to speak for him. He's definitely not coming to the testing house. But I don't know if he's playing at Worlds or not. His due date is like really close to there. And obviously twins is a lot. So... relevant. 3. These recipes are also ancient. I play these in a lot of formats. My team is stacked as F. Is there a player that stands out even among your team? I mean, I'm just like insanely lucky to work with this team, obviously. I always feel like it's like the best Magic players in the world. And Jim. Yeah, I mean, they're all freaking great. You know, like I'm extremely lucky to work with this team. And I have been working with them for the last... I don't think it's any surprise that when I was playing Pro Tours back in the day, I always only did okay. I could like never make the train. I was always a little bit short. I don't think it's a surprise that in the last, 2.5 years, this has been my best Pro Tour results by far. Haven't missed a day two. Mostly just working with this team. It raises your floor so high to work with players of such high caliber. So I'm very lucky. All right, so this is a little haphazard, but whatever. I guess this is fine. Plenty of room for growth here in white. We'll leave one more page for white, I think. Oh, it's actually a little... yeah, that should be fine. Start blue here. Blue. Black. Red. Green. White uncommons. Blue uncommons. Black uncommons. Green. Yeah, it should be fun. Alright, so... yes, actually, in very good news for all you folks in the content world, my assistant Cassidy is coming to a testing house. So Cassidy will be there on site like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. And Cassidy will be recording content. There'll be a Pro Tour like testing house, like sort of like on site like fun video coming out on Saturday during the Pro Tour. And then on Sunday, there'll be a deck tech video. I can't do a deck tech video, obviously, before the event, because obviously I can't tell my deck, nor explain my deck when I'm playing in a tournament. But should be really, really cool. I'm very excited about it. And then I'm also going to do my usual Pro Tour recap when I get home as well. I think I might do that one nice and edited and stuff, too. I might, like, do it live on stream and have Cassidy, like, cut it down, make it look nice and stuff with pictures and B-roll and stuff. So that is the current plan. Cards here. What's up, Kershak? Liana of the Veil. She Old Red. Black cards in standard, not too bad, you know? Gix. Gix is command. Gix is cruelty. Gix proper. Tiny Bones joins up. Old time. Good thing I own 4 Tiny Bones, you know? It's an important card to have access to in your collection, I think. And in the end, played these multiverses at Pro Tour March the Machine. Seth's really cool March deck. Like Preacher's a page 1 kind of card, you know? Strongest card in standard? I'm not sure, honestly. It's a very contextual question, so... sorry, Gisa the Hellraiser. I like his card, too. That Bomber's card is very good. Alright, so... I'm leaving a page for each color. It's fun. Full playset each slot, yeah. Best card in standard, Swamp. That's not bad. Godric. Freaking Charming Scoundrel. Card's not seeing too much play, but whatever, I guess. Old Trumpeting Carnosaur. Not every card is, playable, but red cards are thin. Post-rotation, you know. Nissa, Pelucranos, some T-Rexes. What's the new enabler? The relic. Questing druids. This card's so good. Sentinel of a Nameless City. It's a good card. What's up, Rye Guy? Of course, Wooberg. What do you think I am, a monster? Come on now, let's get real here. I think Thrun can go to page 2. Make room for these herd migrations. Hey, Bristly Bill. Who did you kill? Bristly Bill. Alright, so we'll go one more page, a little more room. Now we'll do onto our uncommons. No more lies. I think Evangel of Synthesis can get out of here. Oh, that card's not very good. Insidious Roots, Breakout, Old Honest Rusty.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
These are the Lightning Helixes that I played in Pro Tour Honolulu, which was the Lightning Helix Pro Tour. They look like they've been played that long, right? These have been in and out of decks for, upwards of 20 years. So, pretty cool, right? It is definitely cool the history behind cards. Like I played this card in my first Pro Tour 20 years ago. That's just really, really cool. Got Invasion of Amonkhet here. Halo Forger is still legal. That card's not very good, right? Still leave it in there, but this card's also not very good, but whatever, I guess. Thanks, chat. There you go. Slaughter Singer, Botanical Brawler, and Make Your Own Luck. That's probably fine. Moving on to white. So white, blue, black, red, green. We'll start white here, I guess. Valorous Stance. Seal of Persistence card is also pretty sketchy. Ossification and Lay Down Arms, the duo of the mono white removal duo, pretty good. Recommission, Surgeon. I don't think Surge is very good anymore, but whatever. This card I think is pretty good. Not on my watch. This card's fine. 2 mana, Exile Attacker. I guess it's just worse than Elspeth Smite if you're looking to get that job done, but I don't know, I like that card. Couple Infect cards. Case of the Gateway Express. Copper Coat Vanguard. I think I'm going to retire the Enduring Bond Wardens. Recruitment Officer, Copper Coat Vanguard. We got Novice Inspectors, then a random smattering of Sawblade. 1 Sawblade, 1 Reliquary, 1 Bricks, and 1 Reinforcements. So blue, black, red, green. Make sure we're rationing out space here, of course. Mythics and rares, and then uncommons and commons. There's no point in separating commons and uncommons, I don't think. And mythics and rares are the same thing too, so. We got our archaeologists. Cases. Try and keep the counter spells together and the card draw spells together and stuff. So we got strokes, negates, negotiators. Negates a card you should always have extra of. I should have 4 negates in my modern binder and 4 negates in my regular binder. The third path. Augury, Deuce, Chart of Course, Quick Study. And creatures can go together. Siren. Sure. That's fine by me. Black cards. Kill spells. Anoint. Go for the throat. Sheoldred's Edict. Drowning Edgar's a little sketchy. Glistening Deluge is nice. How many deluge do I have here? 4. Cut down. Bitter Triumph. Shoot the sheriff. How many Doom Blades can we have in one binder, you know? These Berserkers are also sketchy too. Just get those out of here. Forsaken Miner, I'm a fan. Deep Cavern Bat. Gorehound. Long Goodbye, more kill spells. And then Duresses can go down here. Moving on to red. There's some cards I gotta put in my decks in here too, but red's gonna give me Recruiters and Fires of Victory. I guess we'll do burn spells first. So Fires of Victory, Obliterating Bolts, Abolition, Scamp. Little pencil on that Scamp. I think Rebel Salvo is probably not making the cut. They're just better 5 damage spells now, so. Torch Tower, Volcanic Spite, Barrages, Old Swifty. Lightning Strike, still legal. Stoke the Flames, also legal. Not really, like, particularly good, but. Phoenix Chicks. I like Appraiser a lot, but let's see you play. Alright. Braid. Scorching Shot. You can tell Stoke the Flames isn't good, because I didn't bother to get the old ones. Like, old Lightning Strikes, cool. OG Theros Lightning Strikes. I only actually own one Torch Tower, that's the problem. I'm trying to get some more of those. Bloodhound's good. I have it in my pile of cards over here. It was in the what's it called? The Vampires deck. Almost done here, folks. Okay. Green. Karn's barking at something. Karn does love barking. I think I can retire the Vorax too. They're fun, but Aftermath Analyst, Audacity, and Seeds of Hope. I hope I'm not playing Seeds of Hope at the Pro Tour. Some Bailouts, Rubble Belt Maverick, Spinewoods Armadillo. I got some sketchy ones here, but I feel like green is the most like rare dense color. I would say red is the least rare dense color, and green is the most rare dense color, where the playable cards are like primarily rares in green. Terror Sunder. One Tail Swipe. Scrap Gorger and Adapter. Some of these might get the boot eventually, but. Alright, and then we get to our last pages. We're actually a little lighter on pages than I'd like to be. That's the problem with not rationing on your pages. These things are super nice. You gotta be smart about your rationing. That's fine. I can make it work. Let's put artifacts here. There's only a few. So artifacts, artifact, artifact. And we have demolition field. There's actually so few of these. This is fine. Let's just do this. So here, our demo fields. And we got our archways. Probably not playable, but I like this card a lot. And our Evolving Wilds. Then we got 1, 2, 3 left for lands and tokens. So let's see here. Lands are the coolest part of my collection, I think. I love my cool basic lands. Ice Age and Mirage lands, Urza Saga lands. I gotta make a call here on these white lands. I'm gonna put these in the modern binder, I think. Lands take up a lot of room in the binders. black lands with the vampire deck. Whoops. Well, green's a mess, yeah, because like the priority cards in green are never common because like there are no burn spells or doom blades. It's just like, what good rate rare do we have? You know, like there's no Lino Realms, so there will be, but. Just looks nice, you know? Still love the nice lands. Leave room for islands. Swampin'. Hell yeah, old border basics. Not only old border basics, but like freaking Ice Age. Been through the ringer basics. Nice swamps. I think. Gonna do one last page, sure. Be a little stingy in that last page with our tokens. I think we are just going to make it, folks. Lands could go in a box, I guess, but I mean, everything in the binder's really nice. I think we're actually just gonna cap out here, jeez. Alright, that's fun. Tokens can go in the other binder. Cool! Alright, we got a few more things to put in. We got all this stuff too. Oh, this is the new stuff, right? Okay, let's pop it in. This Brotherhood's End. Saw it, brother. Back when islands had islands on them. Back in my day, the islands used to have actual islands on them. And once you're sorted, you can see it's super nice. You just get to go through, pop things where you want them, and it is sweet. Four strokes. You already have 4 negates in here, right? So I'm gonna put the other. Usually I have 4 negates in the modern binder and 4 negates in the pioneer binder, so it's fine. More lands. This is the ones to go through. All right. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm actually like a half an hour over my time on the Ultimate Guard channel, and I have a little bit of. I'm also just freaking starving. I need to eat too. So hopefully you all enjoyed this. This was fun. It was fun hanging out with y'all and just talking Magic and just kind of bullshitting and having a good time looking at fun Magic cards to my collection. Of course, big thanks to Ultimate Guard for all this stuff. They sponsor me and they're a phenomenal company, and they not only make great products, but do great stuff like this. They have a great Twitch channel, a great YouTube channel, great booths at events and stuff too. So this is it for me, folks. I'm done. I'm out of here. Say goodbye.
Get off my
This is my last piece of live content till I return from Worlds on the 29th, I think it is. And I'm probably gonna take a few days anyway. I might do my recap like that first day I get back, and then you probably won't see me for a few days. So I love y'all. If you're gonna be in Vegas, make sure you say hi. All I ask is that you just introduce yourself when you say hi. Say, hey Jim, I'm Puka Shells from Twitch. Oh cool, what's up? And then hopefully I do well in Worlds, and hopefully things go well. Otherwise, I'll see you fine folks when I get back. So YouTube folks, if you enjoy this on YouTube, let me know. All right, because this is obviously not a common thing that I do. So if you enjoyed the Hangout stream, let me know. And then like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Folks.